It is a pleasure that you could join us again, Honorable Village Elder. Your wisdom and guiding hand has ably served the town of Banpal. Previously, you laid out the village's houses and other community structures, kept the population fed on game meat and millet, established a booming ceramics industry, and, with generous homage offerings, attracted the venerable creator goddess Nuwa. Now wheat, another nutritious grain, can be grown to supplement the harvest. More importantly, however, a world beckons beyond your village walls. Already, explorers have departed Banpal in hopes of discovering other towns. As leader, you will soon learn how to interact with other cities of China.
Hey guys, welcome back to Emperor, and in this one we're going back to Banpal for the fourth and final time. It looks like we're going to have to learn about trade. 500 people in elegant dwelling or better, 1 trading partner, and produce 4 jade carvings in 1 year. I'll talk about the trading stuff in a minute once we're going through the next pop-up screen. So let's have a read. So, wheat fields can now be planted to supplement the plain diet of military game meat that your villagers have so quietly subsisted on for several years. Now they tell you to try and grow multiple crops on a single farmhouse. Some people might think that that is appropriate, but for this LP I'm not going to do that. Generally I find it's better that you get a bigger harvest if a farmhouse is covering just one particular crop, in my opinion anyway, so you're free to disagree. So build some wheat farms, blah blah blah. Have to rearrange the mill so that we can get the wheat in. I'm not going to do what they suggested, put food in the warehouse, because you don't actually get asked for food I think early on, so got to get 5 people in elegant dwellings, etc, etc. Let's see, let's just talk about appetizing food, blah blah blah. So we've got to wait until Hamudu opens up for traders. I think they stopped trading after a couple of missions, so not too bothered by it. The way that trading works I'll talk about in a second. Let's see, got to get jade carvings. Yeah, we've got to import jade and sell it off for and sell card jade, possibly for more money, so let's see. And yeah, you can build trading stations for things like that, so I'll just talk about that in a second, blah blah blah. Right, let's get, well, Darwenko is another trade route. Okay, so let's pause the game, right? So, trade in Emperor is a lot different than what you were probably used to. In Emperor for trade, basically, trading cities do not immediately open for trade. Later on you'll have like loads of cities across your map that don't tell you what they want, and that basically means you can't just start your city and revolve it around a very expensive export straight away, because you don't know what they're going to want. So you've got to open up trade cities by getting their rating up higher. Generally all cities start with an apathetic rating towards you. By giving them gifts, fulfilling their requests, etc, they will open up, they'll get better opinion of you, and then they'll open for trade. The best way to get their opinion of you up higher is by giving them goods that they want. At the moment we can't obviously trade because we don't have any trading cities on the map, but 2 will appear. Now the requirement for trading partners, you don't actually have to trade with any particular cities. Like, you don't actually have to have an open trade agreement. You don't actually have to be selling them actually anything at all. All that requirement means that you actually have to have a trade open with a city to meet the requirements. And they get quite numerous later, so just be aware of that. So I've got to get these up to elegant dwellings by building farms and things like that. So I think we've got space here for our wheat farm, so let's just go ahead and put down 1, like so. Then I'll pause again. There we go, 1 wheat farm, that'll fit. Just put that there and we'll block it. 1 wheat farm is all you need, so let's just set, oh, I think a message came up there, no. So let's set this down to the bill always defaults to get for some reason. I don't know why, but it just does. So what we'll do is we can give away some of our food. Oh, we've got Sheng Nol here, so let's just give away a great bundle of millets just to get rid of some of it, since we have too much in stock. So yeah, as I said, trading stations are the way that you sell goods. They don't just go to like a warehouse and buy it straight from the warehouse. You've got to put it into a trading station or a trading key if it's a water trade route, and then they'll buy it from there. But it is a lot more complicated, as I say. So we've got 2 millet farms, 2 hemp, and 1 wheat. Wheat is really abundant, it gives you a lot, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Let's give them a gift of ceramics to get them up to happy. Cities never every other ancestral hero, good. We've got perfect harmony for our feng shui, but it doesn't matter too much in this early mission, so not too worried. Let's see. Just gotta wait for a trade for Hemudu to open up, it looks like. Because we can't actually do anything, we can't import any carved jade to make the carved jade that we need. I know it looks a bit cramped in here. I should have maybe moved that farm over a bit that way and put it in, tucked it in behind there or something, I don't know. Oh, Hemudu discovered. Greetings, Super Sujuk. Explorers have returned from abroad to report they have discovered a place called Hemudu. Let's see. Oh, Nuwa arrives. Great. Not interested in that. Right, so Hemudu greets the world. So at the moment we don't actually know what they want. So now you could do a couple of things. You can send them gifts. The only problem is that if you don't know what they want, then there's no point sending gifts because you don't know what they actually need. So you might send them something that they already make. So the cheapest and simplest method, so I'm kind of getting out of breath here, sorry. So the cheapest and easiest method is just to send diplomatic requests, and they only cost 100 gold, 100 strings of cash, sorry. So let's just send a diplomatic request to open trade and see what they want. And traders should come out, here we go, here's the emissary.
Much honor that I am off on another mission for the well-being of our great city.
That just sounded really wrong in my opinion. So let's see, I think we should put some more kilns down, just, well not for the sake of trying to get rid of unemployment, but I need to move them anyway, so let's just put that this way. Let's put down a inspector's tower just here. I'll put that there just to have that kind of road blocked. We're going to delete these 2 kilns just here because we've moved them over there. And I believe that'll give us space for a trading station. They're pretty big things, but they'll fit in there quite nicely, so it's okay. And let's see, I'm not going to put another roadblock there, that's pointless. So we're now just going to wait for Hemudu to open trade with us. Once this fleet comes in, we'll get them appetizing food, which will give us that particular requirement to... what was it? Reach the elegant dwellings, I think it was, yes. 500 in elegant dwellings is not too difficult. I'm just plastering this area in gardens to give them desirability, but at the moment it probably won't work out very well. What's our unemployment? Like 4 people unemployed, that's not too bad. We're getting plenty of... Oh, trade with Hemudu opens up. Greetings, Super Sujuk. I, Bygone Fu of Hemudu, propose that we begin trading with each other. Could be beneficial for both of us. Let's have a look. So they buy silk and ceramics, great, and they sell us jade, but we can't really do much with the jade, so maybe someone will open up. Now, your rating, the attitude that a city has with you can go up and down based on several things. If you give them gifts of things that they want, so they'd be things that they buy, not things they sell, and they'll get more and more respectful for you. When it reaches a certain level, they will become an automatic ally, which is helpful. If you don't send them gifts, or you send them things that they don't want, or if you ignore their trade store, things like that. If you just don't fulfill what they want, their rating will go down below apathetic. And if they get to, I think, displeased or angry, they will turn hostile and start invading you. So this is one of the things about emperors, that you don't really have a stringent number of requests. There are a couple of requests in missions, but a lot of the stuff that happens in missions tends to be player decided, so it's all very random. So let's open trade with, well, we've got trade open with Hamudi. Let's put down a trading station right here and sell ceramics. Limits tend to be set here. The limit is just how much they will put into this thing, so it's not too big a deal. The exit point seems to be over there, so it's not too much of a deal. Let's sell some ceramics. Early on, ceramics will be your key exporter, but it doesn't sell for very much, so don't worry too much. Now let's import some jade. Let's not import tons of it, because it looks like it's going to be quite expensive. I think 4 will do. Now where does the artisans go? I think we've got the one trading partner. Yes, we've got the 500 people in elegant dwellings, which is great. They need access to an acrobat, but we can't provide that right now, so that's good. Let's put down some Jade Carver Studios and see if we can get that requirement. Oh, Dawenko discovered. Explorers have returned from abroad to report they have discovered a place called Dawenko. Some of these trading cities don't stay around for very long, so don't worry too much about them. Let's see, I'm going to roadblock that in there and put that there, and I'm going to delete this and remove that and have them going down here. So we're 2 jade carvers, we should be able to beat the 4 jade fairly easily, so let's put jade in here. Just 4, that'll be enough. So what does Dawenko want? No idea. Let's trade with them. We'll try to. And you can do a lot of things from the world map. So you can train spies. Training spies is important. Sorry, because you can send them to gather information or sabotage military or things like that. And these little icons here represent the military strength of a city. Now in some missions it's important that you have a military early on, otherwise you'll have problems, and if a person has too much military then they might cause problems later on. So you can train a spy to go and sabotage them and fuck them up basically. Basically later on you might have to conquer cities, and the more cities that the more military they have, the less problem, the more problem they are to you. But if you sabotage them, it's easier to conquer them. So let's see. I think there was another jade carver we could put down just see if we're in good feng shui. What's our feng shui like? Perfect harmony, great. It looks like we've still got some unemployment here, so it'll be good to get rid of it. Have we reached the minimum? Yes, we have. That's unfortunate. Let's see. So what's our safety risk? Oh, we've got some jade coming in, I think. Yep. Running out of money. It's not too important to make a profit in this mission. There are missions that require you to have an X amount of cash in total, or even to make a profit in a year, which is a bit of a pain. But at least they rejected the trade agreement. It's cheaper, but now we can see what they want. They want ceramics and card jade. Now this is what happens if you are not trading with them, then you just have to send them goods. Since this we've got plenty of ceramics, let's get them some ceramics since they want that. It empties us out though, that's the only problem. So best is 1. Using the next year we've got to make 4, which is not going to be too difficult at all. I'll set this up to 8 instead of 24, that's good. Now we just got to wait to get the 4, which we're not going to notice. So we started with 100, so it's got to get to 500 and that's done. 400, and the next one will do as I think. I'll just say this is Banpole 4. These tutorial missions are fairly short, they're self-explanatory, you don't really need to worry about building up a massive city or anything like that, so don't worry too much about it. I'm going to just delete a line of gardens. like so, and I'm going to put a residential wall in there. Residential walls, if you put them across roads, they can act as a form of roadblock, which is always welcome. Sorry, I was saying that wrongly. Oh, we've got some rather high unemployment. Let's just lower the wage rate to get people out of jobs. I think we must have made 4 in a year. We won't know until the end of the year though, that's the only problem. So let's just take another save. And then speed up. And hopefully... Oh, Dalwenko's grateful for the ceramics that they sorely needed. So as you can see, they've gone up to respectful. So this rival thinks highly of you. He won't entertain any of your requests, so things like opening and trade won't work. But you can always demand the things you want from him. If you feel that your military is stronger than his, he'll probably comply. The level of military you have in a city generally tends to define how things work, so just be aware of that. Now since we've made 4 jade carvings, we now can just start giving them jade carvings, so we'll wait a bit and just see if we can get 8 here, and then we'll be done. This godforsaken mission. We must have made 8, definitely. 4, so that's enough. We'll just give a gift of jade carvings. Now as you can see, there's an option to give them money. Don't really give them money unless you've got too much of it, so no point. And it is in a year, so this one won't update until the end of the year, so we're just going to have to sit and watch this city. Watch the wheat, and as you can see, the wheat grows a lot more. Now you'll probably notice that this is kind of a humid kind of climate, or a normal climate. Oh, sorry. Please excuse the interruption. An emissary from Hamuda asks permission to enter your city. His intentions may be peaceful. He may present a threat to your home. Execute. Oh, that's actually quite wrong. Let's permit. Oh, they want to give us some uncut jade, so let's... oh no, they won't allow us to put it there. So let's lower this to 20 and put some jade in there, like so. A lot of the things tends to be random, so a lot of the things won't happen all the time. Some of them are scripted, but not all of them, so don't worry. I think there's space to put in I think there might be space to put in some kilns in there, but I'm not going to bother because we've met the goal. We've got the 4 carbon jade in here. I think we've got like 7 or 8. Pardon me. What we'll do is we'll just keep the gods happy by giving them hemp. Contented, that's not too bad. Hemp actually has no use other than to give it to your housing at the beginning of the game. I think once you've reached the 4th dynasty, the 4th campaign section of the game, then it actually has a use. Other than that, it's useless. So, let's take that gift of jade. They're agreeable, which is good. They think highly of you, and so let's try and open trade, even though it's a waste of time. Don't need to sell you any kind of stuff, so no worries. Nearly reaching the end of the year, which is good. Building is damaged, so we've got them going down here, which is no use at all. Let's try and get them down there so that they're not going into our farm areas, which don't... I did mention this, I don't think I mentioned it anyway. Farm areas do not need to be connected whatsoever to inspectors' towers. They do not collapse, just like hunting tents. I think the only agricultural building that collapses is fishing quays. Other than that, you don't have to have this connected whatsoever to anything like inspectors' towers because they don't collapse. So farming communities should always be just kept isolated and just have no one walking into them. There's no need to. I think we're about to reach the goal soon. We're running out of money as well, which is no help. Trade with Dalwenko opens up, but we're not going to bother trading with you because you're too late. So let's just take a save. They would buy our card jade anyway, but it's not a big deal since we already got the other goals quite quickly. Employees needed. Oh, we'll just boost that up. Oh no, don't tell me. Oh no! Oh damn it, we need to give them some ceramics. Let's stop selling ceramics because we've run out. Let's sell that to 2. These testers are devolved, they don't have ceramics, but... How the hell is that too distant? It's only just down the road, for goodness sake. Well, that's a kind of a fuck up, because now we've lost our... we've we've lost our spacious dwellings. Yeah, this housing requirement is it has to be kept going. If it drops, then you'll lose it. It's not like things like trading partners or the best of goals, which the best of goals just stick. As soon as you've met it once, that's it. So this is a pain. We need to make some ceramics pretty quickly and get them in. Yeah, if it's too distant, they just won't buy it, which is a pain. Let's stop selling. That'll get it back into the system. We'll just take it out of there and move it. Happy New Year. Yes, let's go ahead. Oh, there they go. They're buying now. That's good. That'll get these houses back up, which is good. I like the little thing with the festival. I think that's quite a nice little trick. Sorry. Let's just take a save. Met that 18. Oh, that's perfect. Right. Basically, if I haven't mentioned, I mentioned it just there. Basically, if your goal is to produce X amount of items in a year, once you've passed it, that's it, because it only records the best, so the highest level you reached. And so if you pass the marking and then you get less than that, it doesn't matter, because that's it. You've met that goal. So I'm not going to sell Darwanko or anything. It's a waste. Since we've met the goal now, which is great. Order 92 will meet it just shortly. That's great. Got plenty of him to get rid of here. Let's just give him to someone. Like so. It's a waste, but never mind. Once the month turns over, we will be fine, which is good. There we go.
Excellent work. It's easy to see that trade with other cities can be beneficial for both parties. You now have learned the basics of building a thriving town, feeding its people, establishing industry, and setting up trade with a neighboring city. It is now time, however, to leave the village of Banpol and found a new town at Early Tao.
I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until the next video to see the start of Early Tao, where we start to get into a bit more of the luxury housing and a bit of military, but not in the first version of Early Tao. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video guys, and we'll be in Early Tao. Bye now.